Good evening.
Who the hell are you?
Who are you?
Who is he?
You know who I am. I trust I need no introduction.
Is he a vampire?
He's one of the vampires, the original.
Original vampire always wears a suit.
Oh my goodness. Where are my manners?
May I introduce the Lord Elijah?
I'm Elijah. I'm Elijah. I'm an original. Show a little respect.
Elijah Mikaelson.
Elijah Mikaelson.
You're the one they call honorable.
Elijah. You know, the good brother.
You heard of me?
So moral.
Yes.
I'm a man of my word, Elena.
My noble brother.
Elijah is a noble man, Stefan.
I will always protect you.
Elijah, you're a man of honor.
He lives by a code of honor. I can trust him.
He's also a man you can trust. You're to be trusted. But I want to hear you say it again.
I'm offering it to you.
Elijah is not just any vampire, and he doesn't break promises.
You have my word.
Unlucky for you, my brother always keeps his word.
You are as calculating as I've heard, Mr. Mikaelson.
On my life, I'm not letting anything happen to that baby.
I won't harm anyone that I love, even if they've harmed you.
Well, in exchange for my freedom, I promised the witch Davina.
You'll keep your promise about your mother's spellbook.
Promise me that you'll stop him. Give me your word.
You have my word. I make a deal, I keep a deal. You have my word on that. You have my word that I will pardon you. I give you my word. Accept the deal. We will end Marcel's reign. The girl and child will remain unharmed. Leave her. Word. Elena, I made you a promise. Now you have my word. I will find whoever is responsible and make certain that justice is served. I'll make you one last promise. I won't let my brother kill others. I gave my word.
The noble Elijah always keeps his word.
Elijah kept his word. You have asked for my forgiveness. I will grant you that forgiveness. But do not make me break my word.
I know what a promise means to you, Elijah.
Elijah is the noble stag.
Yes. That's what they call me.
It's not like the noble brother to keep me waiting.
The maker, the creator, the founding father. I am a very patient man.
I know better than you how dangerous Elijah can be.
Thank you for having the good sense to be frightened. I told a good friend I do my very best to spare the lives of her people. You leave right now. Elena and I have this deal. I will honor that.
He can't come in.
Can't I? In precisely 3 minutes' time, your little hunting party will become the prey. Now, based on your recent failure to subdue my baby brother Niklas, this despite a better than 100-to-1 advantage. Anyone threatened to dismantle what I'm building here, I destroy everything they hold dear. If anything whatsoever happens to that girl or her unborn child, you needn't fear Marcel, nor Klaus, nor anyone. More than you will need to fear me. I'm not making myself clear here. This is a threat. Conflict between us would not end well for you at all. Any attack on me is a really bad idea. Or you rush headlong toward almost certain death. I recommend you heed my warning. Stay. And the situation becomes irrefutably awkward. I would encourage you all to leave. You young vampires. So arrogant. Delivered you into this existence, I can just as easily pluck you out of it with choice. You live. You die according to my will. Come get it. Go ahead. Take it. Gentlemen, if you so much as make a move to cross me, I'll kill you and I'll kill everyone in this house. Shall we?
For take them now! I can take him down now!
Permit me to explain.
Hey, concern! You're making a great mistake if you think that you can beat me. You can't.
I swore you would not die by my brother's hand. There's no need to be afraid. I said nothing. My own. You know, one thing I've learned in my time on this earth, I can't be beaten, nor can I be persuaded. Just one more second. Be careful what you wish for. You would dare threaten my religion. Can I suggest you take a step back? You come in here and challenge me. Are you challenging me?
Deal.
We are not on the same side.
You gave me your word and lied to my face. Pretended you wanted to help me.
The moment you cease to be of use to me, you're dead. This ends now. Our deal no longer stands.
This is what befalls anyone who bargains with Elijah Mikaelson.
Are we done?
I wish the others were more like you.
Things you keep hidden.
Love is a vampire's greatest weakness, and we are not weak, Elijah. We do not feel, and we do not care.
You don't like people taking care of you?
Well, there are consequences for those that care.
Are you having bad memories now?
What is it you see when you go away like that?
And you cannot allow me to live with what I've seen.
Images of who I am.
Sometimes it appears to me in
Flashes.
Lines you wouldn't cross. People you wouldn't hurt. Things you wouldn't do. But you are wrong.
You look at me, and you see everything you were born yourself.
Beneath your formal attire.
Sure, you dress it up with your fancy suits and your handkerchiefs.
Even you, Elijah, with your claim to nobility, you're no better.
Fell for the suit.
Let's start with what you refer to as the Red Door.
With your mask of civility and eloquence, you're every bit the abomination I am.
Call yourself the Noble One, but you're a killer. Just like your brother.
Tormented by long-buried, shameful secrets.
Blinded by a charade.
this facade.
Or was.
You taught yourself to hide from who and what you are for 1,000 years.
Elijah, your true colors are starting to show.
Time now for you to remember it all.
This illusion that I have created over the course of my life. The Noble Stag. I won't hurt you.
What have you become?
I'm what I've always been. I'm the one who loves you. It's nothing more than a deception.
She died because of class.
She died because of me.
You cared about her, didn't you?
Hurt, Tatia. I could not. I'm not. I'm once.
But you did.
Because I cared too deeply for her. It's a common mistake, I'm told.
You created a place in your mind with your victims.
The door to a slaughterhouse.
What goes behind that door shall stay there and be forgotten.
Is that a hint of the fabled beast behind the red door?
Why that particular door?
This is where the first woman I ever loved told me she loved me in return.
I choose you, Elijah.
You're a mess.
Come here. You know I'm a stranger to violence. However, I am possessed of a certain control. It's also where I laid her body after I took her life. When I'm awake again.
Clean yourself up. And if you were clean, no one would know what you are or what you've done.
And as we both know, untidiness is your undoing.
When I talk of virtue, when it suits my needs, I kill, maim, and torment.
Believe that as long as your suit was immaculate and your hands clean, you could look in the mirror and tell yourself it's all okay.
To myself. To everyone.
You need to know what's behind that red door.
However, now and then I can be consumed with chaos. And untethered from that control. Terrible hunger. My hunger could overwhelm me.
I went through the red door.
Soiled clothes serve as a reminder of your filthy memories.
It's quite the monster you got lurking in there.
The moral side raised is now but a mask worn to hide ancient demons.
What would you have done to those kids?
Elijah, what'd you do?
So you'll always be a poster boy for violence first. Always.
This is where the deeds are concealed. Whatever I had to do.
Elijah.
Don't run.
For many sins.
Stop! Elijah. Stop! Elijah, please calm down.
After you ripped my heart out, all you represent to me is death.
You want to see mine?
How quickly you slip back into your more savage self.
And that is why you're as cursed as them.
What I had turned you into. Predator.
I will deliver another kind of nightmare.
What if we're just creating a monster here?
I am a monster. You of all people know that.
I saw things, Rebecca. In his mind. Not just memories I saw.
You will not break me.
Oh, you are already broken, my dear boy.
Cling to the hope that I can be redeemed.
For 1,000 years, you fed on innocent blood.
You saw the violence, the rage.
You see him as the wretched, deceitful monster that he truly is.
You
made him suffer the loss of a mother. And this was his revenge.
You ran like a coward, leaving the Strix to be slaughtered by a mad father.
Already one of the other poor souls who met their fate at your hands. You're even now forcing yourself to deny. You want Jackson dead.
You're waiting for the day I die so that you can take your immortal place beside Hailey. The long white corridor with the red door.
That's where you hide the things you don't want to remember. I mean, you've been doing it for 1,000 years.
You must be afraid that loving you will destroy her.
These were unspeakable deeds, Commander.
Elijah, let me ask you a question. Do you remember at all what it's like to be a human being?
It was I who killed Tatya.
As it destroyed in Celeste, Tatya.
So you can only see me as some kind of merciless butcher.
These days, who knows what you might do?
Yes, I do.
I tried to save him, but the things I saw, the innocent people, the slaughter.
1,000 years is a long time, Elijah. And a place meant to hold one unforgivable sin is now full to bursting with your most monstrous beast.
I think about the horror she must have witnessed.
A beast that basks in the blood of others.
That's what he is.
I really thought that I would find him in a good place. But he chose the darkest part of himself.
I hunted her down, and mercilessly I feasted upon her. I tore her from us.
His impulse, his natural instincts, and
But I was never good.
I think maybe that's who he really is at his core.
And if the bastard can be saved,
Well, maybe there's hope for you.
I know what it is. Because I always knew.
You have absolutely no virtue, and you have no value here or wherever it is that you decide to drag yourself next.
Hailey.
And I'm gonna be praying for her soul, because I know you ain't got one.
Where's Elijah?
I'm right here.
do you understand?
But I always thought of you as being the compassionate.
One day only the monster shall remain.
I'd have done anything for Klaus.
Beside the noble Elijah, how can I be anything but the lesser brother?
He's not better off without that child, Rebecca, and neither are we.
Fated to watch from the shadows. The noble martyr.
You're beyond pathetic, Elijah.
Only living brother.
Our brother rarely anything but pain.
Elijah? Your brother Klaus handed you to Marcel in a box.
I will make it my cause that you never know a moment of happiness.
Klaus, you never cease to amaze me. It's such a hollow little life that you lead. Yet each time that I am tempted to surrender, I see it. The glimmer of goodness. There is hope for our brother after all. That allows me to believe.
At what point in your immortal life will you stop searching for his redemption?
Because the first time our father laid a hand on you, he struck my brother.
Yet you still don't give up on him.
He doesn't share your unwavering belief
That I can be saved.
cared about anything for centuries. Why on earth do you?
Well, because I failed you.
The act may be reprehensible, but your admitting to it proves you to be the man I thought you to be.
The one who sees hope to make his family whole.
And since then, all that you have ever wanted, all that we have ever wanted,
Was a family.
Why is that?
He's still in there.
Stood witness as Mother found the part of you these people want to kill me.
No, I did everything that I could to protect you.
Protect me!
Father, stop!
Stay back! Or you'll be next! You set my course! You stood and you watched as Michael beat me till I passed out cold. I never watched you suffer!
Despite every one of your despicable deeds, I alone have always stood by you. I was beside you, tortured and beaten without mercy.
Talk of Nick's happiness. But for 1,000 years he has robbed me of any chance of my own.
You're ashamed of me, beast. An abomination. Deserve your love. Your secret betrayal was the cause of everything I became.
Do you think that you made my dad a villain?
I should have struck him dead, but I did swear to him. We are here for you, as we shall be always. I helped him because I loved him. Protected him from that very day. Survived your attempts to destroy me. You don't make it easy to love you, brother.
And yet you're obstinate in your desire to do so.
Well, I've given up on giving up. Next.
I have all eternity to accomplish one single task, my brother's salvation. If I surrender this, then tell me what value would I be to my family, to myself?
It's my disease. I just keep wanting to believe you, but it's an affliction.
You chase my redemption. Like a man rolling a stone up an endless mountain.
No, I never understood the brotherly bond until I met Klaus and Elisha.
I think this child could offer you the one thing that you've never believed you had.
And what's that?
They always say, we stick together, nothing can hurt us. Always and forever.
The unconditional love of family.
They hurt each other more than anyone, but all the people that you threatened, put, killed, all the pain that you have put him through. He has always forgiven you.
I've forgiven you. I have stood by you. I've forsaken every single one of my desires in the name of your ridiculous redemption. I've killed my brother 1,000 times. Never been able to. So my disease has always been blind devotion to my brother. 1,000 years.
They're vicious when it comes to protecting each other.
And whenever he has needed me, I have been there. No matter what I do, I'm at the complete mercy of that devotion.
Brother. She's my monster in me can only be checked by the monster in you.
Well, no mountain is endless, brother.
You are a sentimental fool.
Some are just steeper than others.
Don't speak to me of Elijah.
He loves you.
Yes, he does, and he proves it time and again.
Find his way.
For the first time in centuries, he acted solely for the benefit of another.
He's never gonna change. Not even for his own daughter.
Oh, he already has. She has changed him. But I've lasted this long in spite of it, haven't I?
Big brother, at last you joined the fray.
Somebody had to take charge.
You coveted the duties of the eldest brother, in which case you had near on a millennium to fix the problems of this family, and instead produced 9 centuries of failure.
I guess it must be tough to spend 1,000 years being the shoulder everyone else leans on.
But he has an Achilles heel.
You stood by him, all because of your vow.
A few short years ago, when you broke your curse, I held your beating heart in my hand. In the name of our family. And yet here we are, still alive, still family.
We recognized the sacred bond of family.
I see you're always working some angle to protect your family.
Family above all.
Family above all.
I followed my brother here to New Orleans to engage in a war. You and I will stand by you. I will be your brother. We will build a home here together. We'll make this home a fortress. Turmoil arise should anyone dare to disrupt our kingdom.
At least Klaus is upfront about it. But not you with your manners and your suits and your handkerchief.
Let them answer to me.
Together can we defeat our demons and save our family.
You know, difficulties aside, I value my family above everything. Stand about this family under threat. We take action, for better or worse. Whatever it takes to protect our own. We must protect at any cost. By whatever means necessary. But if I have to make you suffer to protect Rebecca, that is what I will do. It is too dangerous for you, brother. You cannot do this alone.
Always 10 steps ahead of the game with you?
Well, often, victory is allowing your opponent to believe that they are triumphant. You need only trust me.
In years, I've trusted you.
Mayhem has descended upon our home.
Now more than ever, I need my brother, my closest ally, my blood.
I'm not a concern for you.
We all make sacrifices in the name of this family, Rebecca, but know this, I will never stand against you or Niklaus. And if I'm to choose a side, do you wish to die?
How predictable.
You can't win.
You still wander through a smog of your own self-importance. I suppose your little niece never really had a chance.
This is Elijah Mikaelson, traitor to our cause.
Stand with me, or fall with him. Choose, son. To our victory, brother. If you come at him.
But when push comes to shove, you can always trust a Mikaelson to back another Mikaelson.
You come at me. No one hurts my family and lives.
You can stop anyone, friend or foe, that comes at you, so do it, Elijah.
You find some way to survive in the fight, and you have the audacity to come back.
Where is my brother?
I've come for my brother.
Give me my brother. Prevent us from saving our sister. I will not lose. We've fought every adversary in this town, and we have won.
We'll fight them.
No matter who they are. No one. Always choose him.
The way I did things I abhorred to protect the one thing I value most. And if I have to burn that city to the ground.
My family. Family above all. Legions of deadly enemies have fallen by my family's hand. What makes you think you stand a chance? I will fight for my family until my last breath.
All in the name of always and forever.
This absurd devotion to your lunatic family.
You choose your own family always. Above all.
Rest for the wicked.
No rest. I mean, why must you always consider our family a burden?
I only ask that you remember the oath of loyalty you once swore to me.
Niklas is right. We made a vow. Always. Forever. Always and forever, Rebecca. That is what we once swore to each other. I mean, those words are as important to me today as they ever were. Family blesses us with an immeasurable power. We can never waver from the power of that bond, even when it is tested. We end this nonsense now.
Could we have discussed this?
No, you discussed this. None of us had any say in the matter.
My final decision, I only ask you stay your hand.
That's not your decision to make.
I asked you to cease these petty moves against our family. Enough.
Listen to me! Rebecca, are you honestly siding with her?
Choosing sides, but I will not allow you to hurt your sister. Nor will I make a choice between yourself and Niklas. Control yourself. Control yourself. Enough.
This isn't your fight.
I told you to stay your hand. The bond nourishes us, gives us strength.
Functional bickering lunatics, but they stick together no matter what.
It gives us a responsibility to love without condition.
You care for one another so deeply.
This one is family, Madame.
It's quite ludicrous, this...
I believe to be our blood.
Freya is our family.
We've committed countless atrocities over the year.
dedication to one's own blood.
But Elijah has only ever done those things for family.
To stand by my side. Be my brother.
I need you.
Never have you. You killed half the Navy rescuing me.
I will not abandon my sister. We must help her back. We must not lose you in the process.
Truth you speak, the one thing that I agree with entirely.
What happened to that child?
Whatever it takes to prevent this.
No way that Elijah is gonna let anything happen to your baby girl.
You can't expect to torment my family and survive.
Only the love of family is unbreakable.
You were always the keeper of our bond.
Hailey, you hurt my family.
It is the only love worth fighting for.
That is why he's the very best of us.
Without that power, we are nothing.
Because of that, you will feel this pain the most.
What's it that you intend to do, brother?
Whatever it takes to save our family.
I'll be the very devil himself, but make no mistake. I would violate everything sacred under the sun in the name of rescuing my niece. Everything, Niklas, worth every fight, worth every sacrifice. Is that child in our safety? Do you understand?
If we go this route, this is going to be the end of your family. My rescue, as you've done so many times before.
And whenever he has needed me, I have been there.
It will only serve to aid our enemy.
Family is always first. I can't do that anymore.
Now I get one step closer to my daughter, and I cannot allow that.
It leaves me from always and forever.
This is going to be the end of always and forever.
Even I must make certain sacrifices. Understand the need to make sacrifices for one's family. If indeed we are to preserve the precious bond between Niklas and that child.
I want that girl to be happy.
And I know the sacrifices he's made for me, for this family.
Don't tell her I was here.
He saved us all at various times.
Everything you did was in the name of protecting her and not
The vow that you have honored. Forget it.
When the time comes, I beg you, let me go.
Let it go.
Best thing I can do for you is disappear. That we remain together, always and forever.
Always and forever.
Goodbye, Elijah Mikaelson. Who I might be if Niklas no longer needed me. Did I have any desires of my own? I thought about it. There was a time long ago I do recall I wanted more. Somehow I lost the feelings beneath blood and chaos. And
You can't let the bad things that you did in your past define you.
What's this?
I don't know. I know I didn't write it. Becca asked me if there was somewhere I could go to be happy.
Well, sometimes it's good to make a fresh start.
Manosque. It's this beautiful village in the south of France.
You love it here, don't you? I mean, you're happy.
Do I have any requests?
How does he look?
Something feels right, you don't question it.
He seems happy.
Tell me why you wrote it. Tell me. Because you asked me to. I find I'm not good without Elijah.
Is it odd having strangers confide in you?
I guess I just have that kind of face. And about him in the past tense.
He's been away.
For someone. A kid. A girl. And she means everything.
What are you doing here?
Protecting my family.
Family above all.
And now you sound like my brother.
I'm not your brother.
Not your brother!
Whoever I am, I won't be.
Your name is Elijah Mikaelson. You have to be strong. You may not remember yourself or your family.
You're talking about somebody else's life.
No, but this is still your life!
It's not like you held a family vote before you decided to erase all of us.
Why did you hide who you are from me?
Mikaelsons are nothing but chaos and bloodshed.
I know what's at stake, Elijah.
I don't want you to know that part of
Knew who he was, and he still told me to leave. I begged him. See?
Leave!
Always and forever.
I made another vow.
Things are creeping in, only nothing of substance.
No.
Nothing that hurts. If Elijah doesn't know who he is, it's not because of magic. It's because he doesn't want to remember.
You sure that my feelings weren't simply the product of my ridiculous crusade to try and save you? Any excuse whatsoever just to maintain that pathetic entanglement.
I've always and forever. Elijah Mikaelson is dead.
You don't remember teaching me how to play the piano in this room?
Then you should be Johann Sebastian Bach.
But I want to be like you.
Or welcoming me home from the war in the courtyard?
Good to have you back. Niklas was beside himself in your absence.
How about exiling me from the city that I built?
However, you're hereby exiled.
Or ripping my heart out before dropping my body off a bridge?
No! But Hailey's life was worth saving. That my daughter's life was worth saving.
So save this girl. Save your child. My relationship like with your daughter?
But Daddy, he said we lost our family's only hope.
This was our hope. This was our family's hope.
She has no idea how dangerous it is to be loved by you.
How long before it's your beloved Hailey's corpse behind that door?
And loving any of us is a death sentence, isn't it?
And that is what's behind your door. The truth about what you did to the woman you love.
You ever feel like that?
Like what?
Like you were just destined for someone?
Yes.
When she
Once
emerged
before.
into the night, I could swear the light fell on her skin as if the moon was made for her alone. Hailey.
Do you have any idea how rare love is?
You've fallen for her, admit it.
You've begun to admire this girl.
You're back. He came back.
I'm back.
I always come back.
What is it about my brother that always inspires such instant
I
admiration?
will always protect you. I will not let anything happen to you.
I won't lose that baby.
I won't lose either of them.
He was kind to
Oh,
me.
and I suppose your affection for Hailey has nothing to do with your tireless dedication. Yes, you see, I saw how you cared for her tonight.
We've come here for the girl. Give her to us.
Called her name in the dark.
Hailey!
The zeal with which you destroy those who would harm her.
We kill everyone here.
Everybody knows you're in love with her. I have denied every single impulse that I've ever had for that woman.
Since the first day that I met you, I have felt everything for you.
How can Antoinette possibly hold a candle to Hailey, to the way that you felt about her? You loved her.
Things between us are complicated.
Well, that's a word often used to describe my brother. But his feelings for you are quite simple. He adores you, Hailey.
I do hope your daughter inherits her mother's everything.
Tell me that you think betrothals are stupid. Tell me that I have a choice.
You will always have a choice.
I want to build a life with you, Elijah. With hope. I want us to be happy. When I wasn't with my daughter, all I thought about was you.
We fight for those we love. There's just too much good in you.
I love you, Elijah. I always have loved you.
That's why I love you. I can't stop being this, and also can't stop loving you.
Oh. I was bested.
You were bested! My invincible brother is working this day. I let this person in. I let her in. I don't let people in.
Doesn't have any idea of the damage he's wrought. If he finds out, it'll destroy him.
Remember your family. Remember Hailey.
I needed her and you've broken me.
You killed my brother when you let Hailey die. Because despite what you might think, you did love her, not because of some family obsession, because of her. Because she believed in something better for all of us. Because she fought for it when we couldn't.
Whatever we are, you and me,
You're not alone.
we were doomed. This was my fault. I did all of this.
To protect us. For Elijah.
We're under threat.
I know that, and I know how you handle threats.
Protected our family! To deal with the growing nightmare of our family's potential extinction.
He dedicates himself to everyone but himself.
Your life is more than the salvation of the Mikaelson family, now trust me. What do you want me to do? Tell me what you want from me. What are you asking me to do? Do you want me to do? Pursue what was I supposed to do?
Run with your brother. Stay with me.
I love you. Forgive me, Marcel.
Elijah, she's just a kid.
What choice do you have?
Marcel, he had no choice.
I had no choice. I had no choice. Was necessity.
Was it?
Do you really believe that?
We all have a choice!
You'll lose yourself.
I know what he is. I guess I always knew. But I loved him despite it. Or maybe because of it.
It seems you're always willing to watch the world burn, long as you survive.
I know would put anything aside for family.
Family is power, Niklaus. Love, loyalty, that's power. This is what we swore to one another 1,000 years ago. I am on your side. You were a Mikaelson.
Survive as a family.
You did what you had to do.
Seeing the ones we love, whether we mean to or not. That's just what we do.
Goodbye. Forgive me. Please forgive me. It is who we are. Marcel took his life.
He's carrying around all this guilt like he should be punished for the rest of eternity.
So now you see her face everywhere you go. You hear her voice in your dreams.
Elijah.
And you feel the lingering ghost of her touch.
How does it feel?
Like the worst pain that I've ever experienced. Certainly never forgave myself. 5 years ago, we met and I experienced something. So it wasn't until all my memories returned that I realized, profoundly wonderful, that when it was taken from you, your life felt unbearable. I could have saved her. Could have saved her, Niklaus. I believe that when you love someone and that person loves you in return, you're uniquely vulnerable. I can't forgive myself. I have a power to hurt you. It's like nothing else. Say that I leveled myself. Can't explain to her what she saw in Niklaus.
Or maybe immortality has finally soured you. After all, you've abandoned your eternal efforts to save Nick's soul.
What is the Mikaelson family? Desperately searching for some kind of humanity beneath the ridiculous banner of always and forever. Until your daughter came to us. She must not suffer the same fate.
But not beyond repair. I am here to fix you.
A lovely dream. Unfortunately, it's one that's just beyond our reach, considering the curse of our existence.
Yes, I am utterly powerless. This is not a state of affairs I'm accustomed to.
What's left for the legendary Elijah Mikaelson without that singular motivation?
Perhaps I'm not weathering this ordeal as well as one would hope.
You're not. The moment I end, you're free.
We protect this family at any cost.
You think I'm not aware of how heavy that burden is?
Elijah, I think that we were both born with responsibilities that we didn't deserve.
They say Elijah Mikaelson was his North Star. That burden.
Free of what?
That he guided Klaus through the darkest parts.
Free of the Mad King, brother.
Simply too much to bear.
Elijah was always there for me. Swooping in when my rage got the better of me, setting me on a path to redemption. For 1,000 years he made me need him.
I'm not afraid to die.
I need you with me. I need you. You're the only one I trust.
I have carried you for centuries, Niklaus. 1,000 years I have desperately tried to sway you towards some kind of reason.
Years my brother and I have walked this earth. We've defied the inevitable for 12 lifetimes. I am not about to surrender to it now. Evening, Elijah.
Niklaus.
Ways end forever. It anchored you, filled you, grounded you for 1,000 years.
My brother was my greatest ally.
He has a long history of getting himself into trouble.
And I'm guessing you have a long history of getting him out of it.
He was the only one who could give me a chance of being worthy of hope.
Besides, he only ever listens to you.
Needs his brother as his co-captain. He's got to have Elijah there to rein him in.
I couldn't do this without you, Elijah. You need me. And he was my best friend. Leave me. I need you to leave me to my fate. To leave you.
Let go. I will never let go.
I saw a path. I saw a vision of a future for everyone that we love. And then when I looked at my own future...
Now you're not burdened with saving Nick's soul.
He's my brother.
Elijah's my brother.
You'll always be my brother.
There's nothing after this. No peace.
I don't know.
And I finally get it.
My dear, the agony of being a father, loving someone so much you cannot bear to see them in pain.
You'll never leave the city.
Just darkness.
The purpose of my life, my onward legend is higher. Has always been. I think I might have somewhere. Your redemption so much for my mother and what I've always done. Fix it together. We remain together. Followed you into the fire. I intend to die by your side.
If we're destined to meet each other in another life, just now.
You truly believe I am redeemed?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'll be waiting for another dance.
You'll never leave class.
as always. I told them that I was going to redefine always and forever. I was going to follow you from this adventure to whatever lies beyond.
I don't deserve the love you've given me, brother. But I am so grateful.